Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. 15 wins in a row. I think if you include the last Azazel run that I did on the NLSS, because I can't help myself. Z818L17Y with car battery, Book of Secrets, 2 HP, good speed, average rate of fire, maybe like slightly above average damage. Here's a synergy I had never thought of. Car battery, Book of Secrets is like almost really good. I now know where the secret room is. I mean, it's going to be different every time because there's 3 possible payouts for Book of Secrets, I think. I can't remember fully. There's like both secret rooms, all special rooms, or like the map layout, I think, are the 3 you can get. Getting 2 out of 3 on a single play is almost as good as having the map and the compass, I think. Not quite. I mean, you're not filling in all the blanks, but keep in mind you're probably going to be able to play it. Hey, that's terrible. You're probably going to be able to play it more than once per floor, either way. I hate when the secret room is like surrounded by one big L-shaped room, but luckily there's kind of a spot that we can use here to do this. Bleed off a little bit of time on that Are You a Wizard pill, which is super annoying. But yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I would rather use like almost any other book item than Book of Secrets. But if we're forced into using Book of Secrets, then having car battery to go along with it is not an insignificant increase to our utility. But honestly, the Rosary early is really good. I've been talking about this a lot. I still think I overrate Bookworm, but, you know, starting with a book means that picking up the Rosary and having to bleed off the Bible penalty later is not really that bad, all things considered. You know, we'll get a little closer to Bookworm. We wouldn't want the Bible as, like, our long-term item. Kind of take issue with the speed at which they all moved away from that rock there, but so be it. With no bombs, we don't care about a second secret room. We'll just save our charge up for the next floor. Yeah, I mean, so far so good. The extra spirit hearts, really all we're waiting on is for them to give us enough momentum to make it into that first deal with the devil, where we may well have the opportunity to pick up the Bible, fortunately or unfortunately. Please blow yourself up or step into the one fire that I was, you know, not stupid enough to kill, thankfully. I believe that you will end your own life. Although, honestly, this is not that bad of a start stats-wise. This is like, usually you end up being above average in 1 or 2 categories and below average in the others. We're really like average in all categories right now. Average speed, maybe slightly above average damage, and like literally what I consider to be the average rate of fire. So this is like me in university as a run right now. Syringe is not bad. You know, it's just nothing remarkable about it from a professorial standpoint. So, let's use that. We do have a library. Okay, so that's gonna... The Bible will almost certainly be in there. But hopefully, there's at least 1 other book. You can have 5 books. You can have 1 book. You can have 3 books. I think you can have 2 books and a beggar. Let's see how this works. 4 books, the one I didn't suggest. Okay, this is easy though. You go like this, take damage, pop the Bible, grab Book of Sin, get Bookworm, crack Book of Sin, crack Book of Revelations, crack Satanic Bible. We gained like a ton of HP right there. We should still go to our... Well, we should go to everything now, honestly. Because once every 6 rooms, we're getting 2 Demon Hearts. Which basically means we will probably win. And we also have Bookworm as well. I don't want to take the, you know, the possible uncertainty out of the run that quickly. Like, I want you to believe that there's a chance things could go wrong. And there is a chance. But, I mean, we're basically at full HP with great prospects. Bookworm doesn't really give us the offensive potential to, like, necessarily win guaranteed, but it helps out, and then, you know, Bob's your uncle. We're in a pretty good spot here. Oh, dude, absolutely. Why I meant to use Bracano, that's fine. Alright, so, again, because of the fact that we have so much HP and the ability to generate it so easily in the future, you could pretty much give this guy, like, almost all of our HP and still feel pretty good about it, I think. Okay, well, it might be time to put our money where our mouth is somewhat soon here. Okay, so he gave us acid, baby. You want to be a little careful on this, of course, but I do think that there's sensibility in this. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we didn't really get what we wanted, but we did get 2 things, so it's a start, I guess. Retrovision, beautiful. Either way, though, our HP is still fine. What are we, like 12 rooms away from being at max HP again? So no big deal. And our item room was Capricorn? Okay, well, you know, some runs just ball out of control, and there's not much you could have done to influence it one way or the other. Not that you would necessarily want to, but we're living one of those runs right now where basically just everything that could go right has gone right. With the exception of, admittedly, we did whiff a little bit on the deal or the Demon Judgment payouts, but like, I'm not going to complain about that. Everything else is going wonderfully right now. Counterfeit Penny is also like, that was dumb, but Counterfeit Penny is also a completely acceptable trinket, if not a great one. And we'll keep cracking into these as long as they keep giving me the rewards necessary to justify their existence. Little baggy, I don't think I should have taken. Now we can't get cards unless we get a starter deck later, but it's not necessarily bad, especially because we have, you know, Acid Baby. But I don't think we want to buy a Spirit Heart. We'll just blow that guy up and finish this floor. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little at a loss, honestly, because this second floor in particular has been so good that it almost puts me, like, out of my comfort zone, just in terms of, like, understanding where the run is. Maybe, is that what it is? Acid Baby doesn't do damage. It poisons all enemies when you use a pill against, or pill on a room, I should say. So we should try to take advantage of that. Now, like, a bunch of silver chests, or, yeah, 3 black hearts. I was gonna say a bunch of stone chests, actually. That's probably, like, the best secret room much of the time. Alright, so we got a pill we've never seen, or it's question marks, and there was another pill, but Curse of the Maze has pushed it away, so we used Infested. Poisoning all enemies, like, for a second is not that good, but being able to get a bunch of pills, especially if we know which ones are good and which ones suck, is actually pretty solid, so it's all about utility right now. All we need is, like, a killer deal with the devil item from the boss fight, and then, like, this run basically has no chance to be stopped. Of course, we get Cube of Meat for our Book of Revelations play. You know what? It's going to be a deal with the Angel run, because Plan C is an item that makes no sense to me. Like a birthday or a pretty view. You know, that's Rio by Duran Duran. Used courtesy of Arista Records from the album Rio from 1986. Now, we have a charge, but really not much reason to use it except for the fact that we can now hold another full charge behind it. We only need to use our Satanic Bible when we're down 2 HP or more. So we can build up like an extremely large range of it there. Now we might want to use it more frequently because of the fact that they're black hearts, and that will allow us to, you know, hurt enemies more easily. Yeah, bad dodge. But apart from that, like, we really are suffering approximately 0% right now. There's like a weird Northernlion gulch. It's the only time I've ever used the word gulch except to explain what map I want to play in the original Halo. I mean, come on, I know Blood Gulch is like the, you know, it's the noob choice, but how can you resist those wonderful textures that were the likes of which, plus, you know, you got the Sniper's Alley. It was the only map available in the PC demo, which did have online play. You could, okay, anyway, I'm reminiscing here. Halo, you guys heard of this Halo game? It's pretty good. It was a revolution when it came out. Hands up if you're watching this and you were born after Halo came out. It's not your fault. But I will tell you, as a 15-year-old when Halo released, it was a world-changing experience. For, you know, my 15-year-old world. For planet Earth, not so much. Sure, I'll take apple. I have a tear. It is an apple. Not gonna do it. Anyway. There's a weird Northernlion gulch, though, where, like, I find myself being, like, unhappy with this run. Because it got great, but it didn't get so great that, like, I can't be killed. I'm also not killing enemies that quickly. So I'm like, I wouldn't say upset. Upset is not the right word, but I'm like, come on, you know, oh my god. I'm like, you know, get the lead out, dude. We actually should use it here. We're probably basic. Oh, you know what? We will go to our shop now, but we're probably basically done with this floor. Otherwise, dude, the shop is so good. Feels like the shop shows up way more frequently than it actually should in the interest of balance, and that's fine by me, dude. Definitely will take the map as well, and then let's go get a second level cube of meat here. Just keep yourself wedged back, okay? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. Like, the run is amazing right now, and it got so good so fast. But I'm also like, if you're gonna make it that good, if you're gonna give me so many item payouts, just give me, like, Tammy's Head Brimstone. Let's call it a day, you know? I'm in that gulch, you know, I just bought a BMW, but it's not, like, fast enough to really rip it on the Autobahn. See, that's an analogy I shouldn't do, because I have no idea, you know, what anything to do with cars is, so... Not smart. I'll tell you what, we'll take Book of Belial. Why take Book of Belial? It's precedent at this point, basically. And that is it. I think we'll probably try to use telepills not as an offensive pill, just as a way to get out of a room that we don't want any part of. Is the Razor a strictly better version of Tough Love? I think it shoots out a razor blade that's determined by your luck stat, or at least it's rolled by your luck stat. And then, it also gives you a passive damage up? Is that correct? Dude, come on with these Are You a Wizard pills. Are you kidding me? Are you a comedian? Because, you're making me laugh with these terrible pill payouts. Are you a wizard? More like you are a jerk. Okay, well, you know. There's no need to throw the J word around here. We're all friends. Head of the Keeper. It's extremely good. Mostly so we can get extra money to buy things from the shop. And you know what? Luck upgrades. Can Head of the Keeper give you luck upgrades? I would assume that the penny, when it's instantiated, just has a chance to be a luck upgrade. Maybe Head of the Keeper doesn't allow that. I don't know. We do have 1.71 luck now, though. That's just question marks. Should have known. Alright, so we do have shop access. Let's sort that out. Okay, we're actually possibly going to start to get libraries that, that have random items in them. Items that are not, you know what? Hit me. Kill these enemies, then use Satanic Bible to get back to full HP. Libraries that have, like... items, you know? I think we've maybe... There's some books we haven't seen. Like, we haven't seen Monster Manual, I think. And we haven't seen... We haven't seen Dead Sea Scrolls. But if we get, like, a big library, we should be, like, basically set. Ah, I'm excited. It's such a bummer, dude. I'm just looking for, like, a boss trap room. That way we have, like, a good excuse to use, telepills. Well, we found a boss trap room. I guess I'm looking for, like, a curse room at this point. There's our special boss room. I just had, like, an anti-birth flashback. I was like, look at that boss room layout. It's Great Gideon. It's Great Gideon and Tough Twins. Get ready. What a good mod, dude. I can't wait for the hopeful version of the future we live in, where that is out for Afterbirth Plus. Yeah, I'm excited. Coming back to bite us in the ass. It's so fast. That's not just question marks, right? Speed down, dude! I mean, it's not that bad, but it's just not worth, it's not worth using just to poison a Monstro and a Duke of Flies. It's deeply offensive to me on a human level. That you would do me dirty like that. We need PhD, that's what we need. Did get a deal. Okay, that's a surprise. So we'll take Mom's lipstick. And, dude, what is up with these items? Like, I will take it because our HP is no problem. But, Jesus Christ, man. We've had I'm tilting a little bit. I guess I should acknowledge that. I thought I was untiltable, and then I find myself in this position, and everything has changed. You know what? We have to go back for telepills now, because we can get into the boss trap room. But I'm like, why? We have so many good opportunities to pick up items, and yet we find ourselves, like, exclusively getting utility things that don't work for us. Like, the shovel is basically meaningless for us at this point. Plan C is just bad. Book of Belial was not really, like, I mean, it did nothing for us except give us precedent in the first place, but we knew that going in, so... I mean, I do have to take responsibility for that. Tarot cloth is beautiful. I was gonna say, except our cards become pills, so... Let's try to restock this. Trinket smelter. I need your strongest trinkets. I will probably try to get Trinket smelter. Satanic Bible's lovely, by the way. Trinket smelter, though, is it basically gives us a passive counterfeit penny, and we could choose to use it more often in the future if we so desire. So, I mean, I really like the idea of Trinket smelter more than just rolling Satanic Bible forever. But Satanic Bible, I don't know, it might be worth something considering can't seem to fucking get enough upgrades fast enough, as much as I'm complaining here. So get Trinket Smelter. So basically we're paying for a passive counterfeit penny. And then we'll maybe choose to go back. Maybe choose to go back. Hey Ruka, what's up, buddy? You want in? You know what? You may answer. We're not making boss rush on this run anyway. How's it going? You feeling good? That is just question marks, but I guess since we've already used it, it doesn't really matter. How's life as a cat, Ruka? Be honest. You threw up last night. I cleaned it up. It's like 6:30 in the morning. It was all food. Why are you eating so fast? There was no digestive juices in there at all. It's just to throw up food is a very shameful thing. It's like, you know, food with the little bile in there or something is one thing, but just to be eating so fast you can't digest it, it's like, or you can't keep it down, it's an embarrassment, Ruka. No. Okay, there we go. A good pill. Who would have thought? Wait, is this also a good pill then? Yes. We have no other trinkets for us, but Trinket Smelter is great enough that I think it's worth a chance. I swear to God, if you jump on this computer. I see you. Ruka, don't you dare. I saw your fur twitch. It's the universal cat sign for I'm gonna fucking do it. Don't you dare look at me in the face. Look at me in the face and tell me that you're gonna do that. Don't do that. I would prefer if you didn't. Ruka, come here. I'll trick you. Do a little boopy boopy over here. Magic mush? No magic mush. You think I can't pet you and do an Isaac run at the same time? I don't think so, mister. See, the real secret, you wanna get a cat to relax a little bit. They love the box. Many people gave me this tip in the past, and I claimed it did not work. It has started working a little better. Ruka's over here. He wants some attention. You go, you pick up his box, and you put it up here on the desk, and then you go, Ruka. And look at that. Dude is up here. He's in the box, and now he's out of the box. That was not a good strategy. All right. Here we are, 16 minutes into this run. Please don't eat that whole stick of lip balm. I need that. Ooh, NL, why are you using lip balm? Because my lips get chapped, okay? There's no shame in that. It's some dry-ass weather over here right now. Ruka. You guys ever, like, you know, make up songs with your cat's names in them? Or is that a sign of, like, severe mental illness? Probably not severe. Maybe the kind of quirky mental illness like a Kate Winslet character in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Is it worth taking a retrovision pill to poison all enemies on a room? Probably not, huh? Like, to the tune of Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely? You go like, isn't he Ruka? And then he tilts his head to the side and you're like, man, I really made this cat's life better today by musically reinforcing what his name is. Alright, there you go. Take a yawn. We can fly. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, this run is good, and I'm a complaining bitch, basically, but at least I own it. Like, I accept where where my values are in life, and I'm spoiled when it comes to Isaac, at least lately, so I am going to make probably suboptimal plays, and I'm going to use my cube of meat to do as much damage as possible, because straight up, our tiers and damage stat are not doing it for us. Is that the shrewd play? No. Long term, it's probably it's a bad idea. We should hold bad trip. We don't really want to trinket smelt broken remote, I think. Endlessly teleporting could be cool, but we kind of need the right circumstances to make it work. But I will smelt little larva. Nah, one makes you larger is not worth it. So little larva gives us something. Metronome. Not interested. Spider Babby, not interested. Halo. It's not great, but I think it's too good to pass up. And oh, there we go. We got the Seraphim transformation. That's pretty good. Pretty much been to everything that we want to go to except the boss room on this floor. I thought about using our bomb to get the reroll, but it seemed to make more sense to use our money, considering we had more of it, and also ahead of the keeper. Gives us a good way forward for the future. So certainly I would say that we're probably not looking too keenly towards boss rush on this run, as much as I always like to, and as much as I thought like we balled out of control so quickly on this run that it seemed like, to me, boss rush had lived its life like a candle in the wind, but it also seemed to me like boss rush was more or less a foregone conclusion. Honestly, I think we might want 2 health downgrades. But 1 bad trip is really good when we're gonna have 5 HP or more after this floor. Full health is the same. In fact, I actually think that 2 full healths is better than having 1 extra health upgrade once we get to this point. So what pulls me back from being a whiny McWhinerson on this run? It's actually pretty simple, I think. If you just give me more damage in basically any form that you can muster, I'm okay with it. And I mean that sincerely. A better rate of fire and better damage would help. We're at a good rate of fire and good damage, but obviously not good enough to really bring the heat when it comes to you know, making this run sing. You know, it's not a bad situation, it's just not good enough to be too excited about. We have no bombs, so we'll ignore that. But we abandoned Trainwreck when we got rid of Satanic Bible. Now we actually are killable, at least for now, which is, I think, good, to be honest with you, in terms of like my enjoyment of the run. Another health downgrade. Okay, let's go look for some HP back here. Another health downgrade. In the heart of the depths, too. It's actually the depths one. It's actually the depths one. What happens if you buy a card? I thought all cards were pills, but I guess not after you buy them. Alright, I'll tell you what. We want a higher luck stat. Let's donate. We're not using our money for too much else right now. Let's donate. There goes +1 luck. Would like to have a blood bag next floor, so maybe we'll stop at like 5 cents, but we'll see. Can you get more out of it? More than +1? Been very nice to our donation machine recently. There you go. That's fine by me. It's a lot of money for a 1 luck upgrade, but it's not like we're using it for anything else at the present moment. Alright, I'd actually like to see, like, belly button, crackjacks, you know, something that could give us an extra trinket right now, because little larva is like, I'm gonna forget about it. Counterfeit penny's doing fine, especially when combined with head of the keeper, but in the end, we're a slave to what our shops give us. If our shops don't give us anything useful, we're not really gonna get too much value out of, having a bunch of money. I mean, that was poor play, obviously, but... Okay, we'll take... Oh, we got more options, that's right. Or there's options, so we'll take growth hormones. We're 1 away from spun, I think, and that's actually a very, very good damage increase. Right, Ruka? He agrees. It took a little coercion, but he agrees. Alright. So the speed is obviously, like, out of control right now as well. There is a tinted rock. We could really use small rock. And to be honest with you, we're... Ooh, Tammy's head. I don't think we're strong enough yet. I thought that was Flat Penny. What's up, Kate?
Oh my god, Ruka is just... He's the first class seat to watch you play Isaac.
Yeah, Ruka, he doesn't like to be on the ground in the box, but if you put him on the desk in a box so he can feel a little bit better than Tomo, he's like the happiest cat on planet Earth.
There's gotta be some kind of, you know, things to say about that.
I think there's some psychological issues there that Ruka and his cat psychologist might want to work through, but for now, you know, he's loving life.
I cannot be in the common ground.
Yeah.
As Tomo. I am in a higher class.
Well, the thing is, like, Ruka's so smart, he knows Tomo's just a cat. But he's not smart enough to know that he also is just a cat. So he's like, I gotta be elevated above Tomo. It's a very snobby attitude. But you know, he is cute doing it, so.
He looks like he's riding a racing car on your desk.
I mean, he's a thrill seeker. What can you say about him that hasn't already been said? He loves it.
He looks like a demon in a box.
Alright, we'll take 2 full healths here. We don't need the bad trip anymore to make our life work for us, which is good. And we're really just, I mean, slowly-ish working our way through this run. It shouldn't be that bad. Looking for more trinkets, looking for love in all the right places. We got these weird tiers now because we finally smelted Flatworm, by the way. So, like, what's our trinket smelter score out of 100 right now? It's like, you know, maybe 30. It's not that bad. We still got plenty of time. I mean, you might be 30 on a test is really bad, right? What if you've only written 50% of the test? You're basically looking at a 60 average then. It's not necessarily good, but who knows? You're taking organic chemistry or something that's, you know, you're probably beating the class average. I don't care about those pills anymore. In fact, I don't care about, like, any pills but full health anymore. Or tiers upgrades. And even then, I only care about, like, 2 tiers upgrades, so. That don't impress me much. Sure, you got the goods, but have you got the touch? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you're alright. That won't keep me doing a lot of damage on these long, cold, lonely streak runs. Shania Twain. Shania Twain. That don't impress me much. You know what? She should really license that song to, like, the Doritos Corporation. And they can remake it. Hell, I'll do it. And I would remake it, it'd be called, That Don't Impress Me Munch. And it'd be like, sure, ya got the chip, but have ya got the crunch? And then it shows, like, no-name brand potato chips. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright. But that won't keep me full on the long, cold game night. That don't impress me munch. And then when she says munch, at the same time she bites down on a fucking Dorito. 10 out of 10. It doesn't have to be Doritos. We could really do it the other way around, too. It could be for the Potato Chip Corporation. Anyway, you get the idea. Sackboy's pretty great. That's a high-quality item. And we'll just keep donating. I mean, I could use the luck upgrade for more Razor Blade chances, I suppose. I think I might have redeemed myself ever so slightly with That Don't Impress Me Munch, but... You could do it... You know what? Subway... That don't impress my lunch. Sure, you got the carbs, but have you got the crunch? I'm telling you, it writes itself. Now, I mean, it's hard for me to act like I've got a monopoly on this idea. I mean, I didn't write the song that I'm intending to use here, so it'd be really nice if Shania could get on, you know, get on the horn here, and we could figure it out, work something out. So I think we've got an idea here. We just need to find a corporation that wants to use the song, and then, you know, we're in a good spot. So, I mean, I'm just hemorrhaging HP for very little reason right now. Let's stop doing that. Like, it would be a real shame. It's not just a shame to lose this run. It would be a shame to perform so badly as well. You know, we're getting so many health upgrades that I think My Shadow is not a horrible choice. And Bad Trip is just another full health, basically. We're going to take... the Polaroid, And we're going to take full health. And we're going to take full health. And we're going to take this key. Alright. More trinkets, please. Are we going to fight Hush on this run? Honestly, I don't think it's even going to be... Okay, well, it actually will be possible. Well, it may be possible. I wouldn't give it a great chance, but I think there is a chance at the very least. We're not really getting the kind of pills that make it possible to play Acid Baby most effectively. Like, as much as it is antithetical to what I normally say is, like, valuable for pills, like pheromones pills seem like they would work really well with Acid Baby, to be honest with you. And really, what we're a victim of now is the fact that we, well, victim is a very strong word. But what I'm suffering from right now is that I decided, you know what would be smart? Let's, let's get rid of our, like, high defense item and pick up an item that has a lot of upside. And the upside in this situation was, you know, Trinket Smelter. Has Trinket Smelter necessarily killed it for us? No, I would say it hasn't really done what I would like it to do. But, that's not its fault. The item is innocent. It's really, it's the Trinket's faults that we haven't seen them so far. Probably, I mean, if you choose to think about it. I almost got hit there. I really need to keep, help. I really need to keep our, deal with the devil chance as high as possible here. Because the mark was great. We're pretty much at the point where I can't complain about my run at all, because if I complain about my run, we probably are in an above average position here, you know? It's like, you guys know someone in your life, their life's pretty good, but like there were times when it wasn't, so now they have a chip on their shoulder. You're like, what are you complaining about? You're killing it. And they're like, yeah, but the person at the deli doesn't give me enough respect. And you're like, you don't worry about it. The deli is, it's its own beast, as we've talked about on the show many times. I think we'll take a 3rd level cube of meat here. And do we have, I mean, I kind of wanted to use like some Acid Baby business here, but don't think that's really necessary right now. But that's where I am. I'm burning off like this old aggression, basically. Where the run is good, but yeah, it didn't get good as fast as I would have liked it, you know? Yeah, Subway made my sandwich the way I wanted, but they didn't last time, you know? Like, we gotta live in the present, I guess. It's good for my blood pressure, it's good for our mental health here. We did give ourselves the best deal with the devil chance possible. We could fight the Hush, but I don't think this is the kind of run where we want to fight the Hush. We have, like, no guppy chance, or very little guppy chance, and the womb doesn't necessarily have good floors for us, or good items for us to grab, so I kind of feel like we don't really have a strong desire to go pick up anything here. So what's going to carry us the rest of the way? If we end up getting a win on this run, I think there's 2 ways it happens. Start playing a little bit better, or Cube of Meat does great work, I guess, is a 3rd possibility. The other option is, really, we use full health as many times as is necessary on the chest, and that does it for us. But I gotta admit, like, this run is kind of, like, full of failed promise right now. Pyro's great, don't get me wrong. But we got Pyro, no bomb synergies. We got, Trinket Smelter, barely any trinkets. We did get it pretty late, to be fair. We got, Acid Baby. Half of our pills are bad. I mean, half of any pill is bad, I guess. But we don't have any, like, utility pills. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to waste a full health pill. And then so many of our other pills have, like, negative consequences for using them that we can't even use them as, like, a joke. Like, we can't just use I'm excited as an option here, you know? So, it's really like, we're lucky we got momentum early, because otherwise we'd, oh, right? Yeah, I know what that one is. Otherwise we'd be, we might be in a very tough spot. Right now, by the way, we should be fine, at least for Isaac. Like, we do have Curse of the Unknown, so I don't really know where we stand in terms of our HP, but I'm pretty sure we're at, like, 3 or 4 out of 5. We're at 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5. I probably will pop 1 full health if we get hit again. In fact, now I got myself psyched out, so I'm like, let's pop a full health right now, and then never take damage again for the rest of the fight. That's the value of Curse of the Unknown. That's why I don't like it, but goddamn it, do I respect it. It might have forced me into an inopportune or weighted me towards an inopportune use of a very valuable opportunity for myself here. I'm excited. Wow, what a great pill. You can't even use it this floor because it still might carry over to the next floor. Come on, more sacks. We have Sack Boy combined with Head of the Keeper. It's supposed to be like infinite value for us. I think the little baggy pickup might have crushed our dreams to some extent, honestly, because although Acid Baby with a lot of pills is better than Acid Baby with no pills, I think the value of the cards versus our current pill rotation is, well, let me put it this way. I think we'd be a lot happier if we had the cards, you know? Who knows what, you know, one Hierophant or, you know, an Emperor card or something could have done. Okay, Bad Trip is another full health. It's actually, if we get another Curse of the Unknown, Bad Trip is going to be really nice. We'll know when to pop full health. This time we have Curse of the Blind, though. We will take everything, of course. Milk, it's not that good. Celtic Cross, it's okay. Strange Attractor is horrible, one of the worst items in the game. And Ipecac. I actually think that if I was a lesser man, I would be complaining right now. Oh, Ipecac, Strange Attractor, we're fucked. I don't think we're fucked. I actually think that Ipecac, Strange Attractor is probably fine. The extra damage from Ipecac is... Oh. The extra damage from Ipecac, I think, is going to be awesome. And then, I don't think... Okay, I guess we'll pop Bad Trip. The Strange Attractor, I think, is going to be fine because we're not going to be shooting very much. But to be honest, it's a little bit underwhelming for Ipecac damage. All things considered, like... That was a good one. I'll give it that. In order to feel, like, a little bit more confident, I'd just like to see another full health pill. That's a question mark pill. Pyromania... Okay, see? That's why... I mean, I complain when I think it's appropriate, but in this situation, I really thought this run was pretty much sorted, even though I was playing badly. And then Pyromaniac showing up, it's a stroke of great luck, admittedly, but, oh, we did smelt Demon's Tail, nothing wrong with that. We're now immune to explosions, which means we cannot take damage, effectively. Like, we're completely set. Alright, so did we get carried at the end? Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a little ashamed to admit it. But, lucky us, basically. It's like if a Razor... I don't even know what Lost Cork does. Oh, we didn't even... I think straight up what happens, and this is just something I'm going to have to train myself not to do, even though it's stupid. The game probably should just not work this way. Is... I think I'm picking up the Trinket, smelting it too fast before the game even, like, adds it to whatever collection is used to store the metadata of the game, and then I'm... Not to be, you know, repeating, of course, but... We gotta wait till, like, the animation of picking it up finishes, and then we smelt it. It's not like... I was actually under the impression that maybe the smelter sometimes does not work. Like, there's a percentage chance that it doesn't smelt properly. That's not the case, though. I'm pretty sure it's just smelting it too fast. As far as I'm concerned, that is a bug, but it's a relatively minor one that we can work around. Alright. I mean... This is probably not the boss fight, but we might as well check. Basically, like, if a Razor Blade hits an enemy with Ipecac, they're done. If 2 in a row hit you, you know, better watch out. But, waffles. We are completely set. And yeah, we lucked out a little bit, but check it out, dude. We're getting to this point where I can actually start to talk about, like, a streak. Isn't that cool to be back in this? I knew it was going to happen in Afterbirth Plus eventually. Maybe we've been getting a little lucky in the process. I would never try to suggest that, you know, no Isaac run is 100%, or no Isaac streak at least is 100% player skill. There's always an element of, you know, the game meeting you halfway or 10% of the way, even whatever it can do, it can do. That being said, I feel good. I knew that eventually there would be a point where, at least temporarily, I would stop throwing away, you know, 1 every 6 runs by playing badly or, like, not knowing what an item does or doing something silly like that. So it feels good. I feel like we're in the groove right now. We're not playing unzany. I mean, we threw away a guaranteed slow win for the chance to make Trinket Smelter happen here. Trinket Smelter. I need your strongest trinkets. I am headed into battle. You can't handle my strongest trinkets, traveler. My strongest trinkets are not fit for a cobalt streak, much less a Northernlion. Anyway, that's that. Ooh. Endless Nameless. There's something to that. Like, if we like this pill, maybe we get more of it. No? Okay, sure, cool. Alright, see you later. We got full health, and we got full health, and we got full health. And we got full health. So we're done. Like, this run's over. Certainly, I would say we were not unzany there. Just make sure you're giving yourself the chance to come back to full HP. I think with Bookworm, we actually can fire 1 shot that has 2 bullets and get healed to max from being 2 down, which is really nice. But easy run in the whole scheme of things in the end? No. If the run had made it better faster, I would consider it. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.